This is the High School Crossfire. Welcome back.
This house believes that fair use exemptions to copyright laws should be expanded to encourage innovation and creativity in creative industries. In tonight's debate, we come and see Team Affirmative, who are promoting creativity and innovation, promotion of access to information, support for remix culture, and cultural democratization. While Team Negative come and claim that all Team Affirmative is doing is copying. But we come and say that no, we are not personalizing information, but we are just improving on the already made current, or the current, or the already provided for information that we have. They come and talk about target audience cannot be achieved through copying, but come and say that we're just borrowing a leaf. An example that my second farmer came and told us, Rachel Magola, who sang the song of Bagaina, was recognized by Waiki Bender when he remixed the song, and it even sold her brand, promoting more awareness to more people. They come and talk about us expanding the law is going to cause confusion and abuse, but we come and say there will be no confusion and abuse since we are going to since these creators acknowledge the original creators by mentioning their works denied, by mentioning their works in their new works, from promoting their brand, which is going to promote awareness information. They come and talk about asking for permission from the original creator. They come and say the owner is not getting anything, but we come and say through us improving on their work, we are going to use them as reference points. We are acknowledging that these creators are acknowledging on them, and they're going to promote their brand, and their content is going to reach very far destinations, which is going to cause more fame by causing a broader audience. They come and talk about us expanding the law is going to lead to lower quality of existing content denied, but we come and say the clear definition of innovation is to improve on what is already there and transform it into something better. We as the Team Affirmative come and tell us that our definition of creativity is curiosity. Us as Team Affirmative come and say our definition of creativity is curiosity, urge to know more from the already arising content, identifying a problem and coming up with a solution. So by us expanding the fair use exemptions to copyright laws, we are promoting creativity and innovation. Come and give an example of the snake farmers, a book written by a Ghanaian called Moses Isegawa, which had offensive content against the white. But the University of Maryland censored it, which means by censoring this information, there's no lowering of quality of existing content. In fact, we just make this better because we removed all the racist content, and it is now an educative material as we speak, and it's examinable at UNEB level. Hence, improving quality of existing content. We are promoting creativity and innovation through creation of derived works by sampling original pieces, promotion of access to information, which enables authors to reach a broader market, e.g. translation of books to movies, and also translation of these pieces of work to different languages. We come and talk about support for remix culture, where we allow the creators to come and rework within the already existing content so as to improve on this content. We come and talk about cultural democratization, where we give chance to people who cannot afford these licensing and legal affirmations that come along with exceeding the barrier of the existing fair use exemptions, since most of them come from the low-income backgrounds, and promotion of culture will be also established. And finally, we are going to boost creative economy because we have expansion of these barriers gives room to creativity, leading to personal contributions.
Of judges, the two antagonistic sides, and the August House at large. Good evening to you all. My name is Nakanike Mary from Namugongo Secondary Vocational School, third speaker from Team Negative. Now, our clashing point tonight has been coping and then the protecting of the creators' rights. Now, first I'll begin by the point of the protecting of the creators' rights. First of all, protecting the intellectual property rights is about honoring creativity and then securing livelihoods and driving innovation. Now, without protecting creators' risks, this leads to loss of income and also the erasure of their contributions. When we come to coping, expanding fair use exemptions may lead to exploitation of original creators, potentially diminishing their control over their own work. And original creators rely on copyright protections to monetize their work, and broader fair use could undermine their income due to increased unauthorized use. Now, First of all, their second speaker talked about the fair use that involves using of information. No, when you look at the definition of fair use, it is all about a legal principle that allows limited use of copyright materials without permission. Let's all embrace this. Now, the increased access to copyright materials may lead to exploitation of original creation, diminishing their control over their own work. Now, when you look at this resolution, it's all about coping. When you talk about the fair use of exemptions to copyright law, that they should be expanded to encourage innovation and creation. Let's look at this. This thing that involves fair use, remember, is already authorized, and there is nothing like creativity, because you're already coming up with something which is already in like process. You're not coming up with anything like creativity because you're already doing something which is already being done. Rejected.
Honorable POI.
Rejected. We as team negators come and tell you that our argument today is all about we are not neglecting the fact that it should be expanded, but rather we are maintaining. Now, our argument today as team negators, it is existing laws are already fair enough, and more expansions can cause confusion and abuse. Because when you look at the potential, under this resolution, we are having the potential for abuse. When you look at it, broader fair use exemptions could actually lead to misuse, where individuals or companies attempt to justify infigurate under the guise of creativity and innovation. This could actually harm the original creators' market and lead to the illusion of artistic integrity. Now, when you look at the impact on the industry investments, here the investors may become uncertain. So how? Like, when you come up with something which is already existing, because you're not bringing out any idea, look at it in the process. Like, they talked about a novel. Like, when you get a novel and then like at the end of it all, you come up with a film. Like, this thing is already written. You are not bringing up anything like new because you're already seeing what is already existing. You're borrowing a riff from what is existing, and there is nothing. So we as team negators remain saying that there is nothing.
This is the High School Crossfire. We'll be back in a minute.